The woman at the center of an alleged rape case that gripped the nation nearly 20 years ago now says she made the whole story up. Crystal Mangum accused 3 members of the Duke University lacrosse team of raping her at an off-campus house in 2006. All 3 students were dismissed from the school as a result of those claims before the charges were dropped due to a lack of evidence. Now Mangum, who is serving prison time for second-degree murder for stabbing her boyfriend to death, is apologizing.
A few moments later.
I am fine. I was not kidnapped or raped. I am fine, and I am not making this video under duress or anything. I am very okay. I am in my house. Please stop calling or threatening those numbers. I am okay. Thank you very much.
So whether we like it or not, there is a whole pandemic of false rape accusation that is currently going on by the feminists in Nigeria, and whether we see it as a problem or not, this is gradually becoming a problem. A whole new story went down last week where a feminist accused an artist falsely of rape. The artist then retaliated by saying that he's not backing down and is going to get to the root of the matter and will do whatever it takes to make sure she's prosecuted. Now the feminist is on the run. All these I'm going to bring to you, but before that, a quick intro. My name is Zaka Timothy, aka the Town Crier, and guys, welcome to this family. If this is your first time, this is the village community meeting, so let's go. So just a few days ago, we were on 106 subscribers as a family, and today we are currently over 500 subscribers together as a family. And guys, we are fucking growing. Let's go. So without wasting much of your time and mine, let us dive straight into business. So yeah, back to the story. This is a story of Rude Boy, who we know as P Square back in the days, with his brother Peter. He posted his wife Ivy Former on her birthday when she turned 25. And guys, the feminists were not having it. They just had to refer back to the whole age gap issue, and they started raining curses and insults on him, and it skyrocketed. Now everything was going down as usual until this lady made this statement. She stated that Rude Boy did cheat on his wife with a housemaid. Then another ex-user Ayo added by stating that raped and coerced their domestic help. She's the help. How could she say no? Plus, she was likely way younger. She didn't stop there. She actually doubled down by stating that when he found out, he sent his wife and sister-in-law at the time out of the house. Very yama nigga. Now this statement was not actually left to lie, because a lot of big accounts started tagging Rude Boy to this statement. While others were joking about it, a lot of people wanted him to actually address this issue. So the news eventually got to Rude Boy, and he made this statement saying, I hardly reply, but you see this one, at Chibidiva, if you like, go private, leave X, I will find you, I will use every necessary means, power, resources and money. You will face the law, I will use you to set an example, bracket scapegoat. Your only way out is to leave the surface of the earth and relocate to space. To everyone that brought my attention to her tweet, thank you. Now as of now, the update is that she actually fled Nigeria to Ghana in a night bus. We don't know how true or genuine this news is, but since then she has deactivated and no one has heard anything about her on Twitter or X. Now the truth is that this issue is not just about Rude Boy, because this is just one case. If we decide to go down the drain and rabbit hole of people that have been falsely accused like this, whose lives have been destroyed, we are not going to finish this video today. But then a quick dive into few people that have actually seen this, felt this, and have suffered the brunt of false rape accusation. In 2023, a man was imprisoned for 16 years after being falsely accused of rape, and then awarded 5.5 million naira in settlement. What happened to the lady that accused him of this rape? Absolutely nothing. Now that's not all. A woman admitted that she made up rape claims that put an innocent man in jail, and revealed that she targeted him over his creepy looks. Now, if this is not diabolical, I don't even know what to say, because you falsely accusing someone of false rape accusation because of how he looked is something I just cannot wrap my head around, honestly. And as usual, what happened to her? Absolutely nothing. Now, when I was scrolling, I saw this clip from this guy that said that he faced the same thing and nothing happened to the lady. He was left to pack up his pieces. Take a good listen.
I was falsely accused of sexual assault, thrown in prison, bailed out on $250,000 bail with no criminal record. I hired a private detective. We learned that this person had done it many times in other states. They drugged me in the bar on camera, multiple eyewitnesses.
Did the person in question go to prison after?
They had zero interest in prosecuting a girl who made the story up, never showed up to court again. I had to fight for 11 months, and then when I was able to prove it with video evidence, they just dismissed me.
Now, this guy made a statement saying that when they found out, nobody was ready to prosecute a woman for that kind of offense. This right here is the major problem. Now, that's not all. I had to bring this one I saw back in 2020 where this guy was accused falsely of rape. He couldn't take the shame and everything and he had to shoot himself, and later it was found out that this accusation was false. Now, I saw this story about how this guy gave his incident and I thought to share with you. So this guy stated that I was accused, called a liar. When I denied the accusation, thugs were brought to threaten me. For a month, I lived in fear, couldn't step out of my house. I was arrested and locked for a while. Just say you did it and we will withdraw the case, I was told. I almost agreed. I was desperate to end my suffering. Help only came when people saw me stand on my truth and the fact that this girl's stories was not adding up. She told more than 5 versions of one event. I was released, no apologies. I lost my job and I've been working to fix my life back. Every year since then, once it's anniversary of the accusation, I suffer PTSD and stay indoors for the whole month. Will I leave vengeance to God? Not in this life or next. Even if it takes me 70 years, I will get my justice. For now, make sure they roam around Sha. This energy is what we need in this kind of situations, because when you leave this to slide, a lot of people are going to see that, okay, maybe this is a very good means, this is a very good measure of dealing with someone that maybe offended me for something trivial, and they are going to go this route. A lot of people are starting to explore this means because they realize that it is working. Now, if you think that the monetary value can actually wash away the whole rape accusation, think again, because you are carrying an everlasting mark that states that not only are you a predator, you're someone that people should be scared and wary of. People should not trust their daughters or sisters or wives near you because you are a danger to the human species. That is exactly what rape accusations mean. And let's not start diving into the fact that it is way difficult to find jobs or to get your life back together, the friends you knew, the family you knew. Even if they know that these accusations were false, a lot of persons are going to withdraw from you and take a step back from you because this is something that most people do not even want to associate themselves, their business, their family members with. Now, if you're thinking that this is only done to people who do not have a lot of name to protect, think again, because we have seen this happen to countless number of celebrities, entertainers, footballers, musicians, and a lot of other popular people that have money, reputation, and fame to lose. Mendy was accused wrongly. Neymar was accused wrongly. Cristiano Ronaldo was actually accused wrongly also. Dani Alves. Now, Dani Alves' issue is way bad because his life, his career, everything was destroyed for one single false rape accusation. Now, after doing some few research to try and understand the reason why a lady will falsely accuse a man of rape, destroying his reputation and his life, bringing down his whole business and the career he has built for entire decades, I found this and I realized that this is really what is going on. Take a look at this post. It says, personally, I think false rape accusation is the best option to getting these men being taught a significant life lesson. This right here is the playbook. This is the exact reason why a lot of people will destroy somebody's life and reputation, because they need to get back at someone for something maybe that has happened. Maybe they fell out while they were in relationships, or they realized that they were on the losing end. So the best way to get at this person is to go this route because they know that the law is on their favor and the law is going to protect them for whatever bullshit they bring. Now, let us shift the focus from men. This issue does not affect men alone. Think about the women and the ladies out there that are actually suffering this. Those people that are facing the real rape. How do you think this is going to be if people start coming out to accuse people falsely of rape? Do you think people are still going to regard rape with the level of weight that it is today? If we start seeing people, these dumb feminists, coming out to say that this man accused me, that man accused me, and everybody starts trivializing the issue because they have started seeing through this. Do you think that if the real victims of rape come out, it is going to have the same weight and attention it is having now? This fight is actually against women more than it is against men, because the women are going to suffer it most. Because when someone has actually been sexually assaulted, they are not going to get the same attention because everybody now sees this as a lie. Now the question is, what is the way out? How do we actually deal with these miscreants and mentally deranged women who think that the best way to settle issue is to falsely accuse someone by destroying his life? I am of the firm belief that anyone who accuses someone falsely of rape should also face the same punishment as a rapist would. That is the only way these people are going to get it into their skull that what they are doing is terribly wrong. Now, this lady actually said it in the best way possible. I want you to take a listen.
If you are actually a victim of any sort of essay, it is good to come forward. But if you are not, and you lie about it, you deserve to go to jail. Because when you lie and ruin someone's life, it doesn't only impact a man, but it also impacts you and women in the future.
One unpopular opinion that I have that could make people wanna me is women that make false accusations about men when it comes to rape, molestation, harassment, assault, all those things. Those women need to serve time in prison. I did not say that they should pay a fine. I said they need to serve time, go to prison. For those of you that want to say that I sound like a pick-me or whatever the case may be, I don't care about that. And the reason why I don't care about that is because it could be your brother, it could be your uncle, it can be your father, it can be your cousin, it can even be your grandfather, it can be any male figure that is significant in your life. You also need to understand that, one, there are women out there that are just straight grimy. They get mad at you, they want to get petty, they want to see you suffer, so they try to formulate those kinds of accusations to ruin your life. Women like that, why should we let them walk free? Another thing too is that it's not easy to say, I'm sorry. What is sorry going to do? You just ruined that man's reputation. Even if that man gets proven innocent, he can still get looked at crazy. People will still treat him differently because of your allegations. Lastly, there are many cases where it can take forever for someone to be proven innocent. What if it took 10 years? 15 years. It's one thing if you admit that you lied immediately after that man gets locked up. That's one thing. But there are some women that never come forward. And for that, how should you be punished? Because you need to be punished. There's no way. You cannot walk free after doing something like that. Ruining that man's life, ruining his reputation, messing up his family. And by the way, I'm talking about women that lie on purpose, not women that get the faces confused, because that happens sometimes. You know what? It should be like this. The longer you wait on purpose to confess, the harsher the punishment should be on you.
I totally agree. The whole monetary compensation should not be the only compensation. They should be able to serve jail times, because if people have the money to compensate for things like this, what is there? They will do it to the next person. The person that suffers for rape is the victim of rape. The person that suffers from false rape accusation is the victim of that false rape accusation, which is the other person. Both of these people get their images tarnished in the society. So, in order to make it even and equal, we need to start punishing false rape accusers with the same amount of punishment that is being given to these rapists. That is the only way this issue is going to get a permanent slide down. And lastly, I want to talk about how these feminists are coming out to defend this act.
According to the National Registry of Exonerations, you are more than 15 times more likely to be falsely accused of murder than to be falsely accused of rape. Out of 1,000 rapes that occur, there are 5 false allegations. That's 0.5%.
There is a huge misconception that false rape allegations are very common, and that's just not the case. Despite there being no possible way of actually finding a definitive answer to how many accusations are false each year, we can look at the data, look at the stats, and listen to experts to find out whether these claims are true or not. Channel 4 did a really interesting article on this a couple of years ago. Given the data that they had collected that year, they worked out that there was a 0.000021281% chance of being falsely accused of rape in that year. You want to know what the chances of being hit by a bus and dying that year was? 0.0000037% chance. That's a 1 in 2.7 million chance of being hit by a bus. Men also have a 0.03% chance of being raped themselves by a man. So why are we still going on about the women that falsely accuse?
This statistics is very wrong, because this is not true. We have incidences where even children, young girls, are doing the same thing because this works. This is a pattern that has been going on for a very long time. I tend to argue that 1 in every 10 men have actually been falsely accused of rape. This is what is going on, and whether or not we see it as an issue, it is happening. If you're a man or woman that is concerned about rape, that is concerned about actual victims of rape, this is something that should ordinarily stir an anger in you to make sure that this kind of people do not do this again to other persons. Because if these victims of rape accusations are your brothers or father or any other significant man in your life, you would know that this is not right, and this is something that can destroy someone completely. So yeah, I leave it over to you. What do you think? Do you think this is enough issue for people to start looking at it, or this is something that is just not so important? If this is your first time on this channel, please subscribe so that you can join the family for good. Until next time, peace.